this is my review of Movie 1 Wreckage. Wreckage is an LAVCP2 AVC, I think. I have no idea what that is. I'm supposing it's this, whatever this is. It's a very nice alt form done in very nice colors. It has the Arctic camo going on with some red bits down here, some nice translucent red plastic up at the front. Really nice. It doesn't roll too well, just due to the transformation, but oh well, what can you do about it? These bits right here, if you don't want them, they're really simple to remove. You just flip this up and just take them off. I usually store them in vehicle mode just to make sure they don't get lost. But I just thought I'd point that out, that you can take them off. Now if I can get them to go back down. There we go. So it looks like that without them. Okay, now to transform this guy. This is pretty simple. I do like it though, it's pretty fun. It does have a neat bit at the end, which I'll show off, which is really cool. You want to flip this up, flip that in, then you want to split the legs, bring them down, push this kneecap piece forward so his legs go straight, and then flip up his ball-jointed feet. And these feet are really hard to get back on if you pop them off, so be really, really careful. Actually, my thumb was sore for several days when it came off, and I had to really, really push hard to get it back on. So be really, really careful with these feet. Unless you don't want a sore thumb, do not pop them off. But anyway, then you want to straighten his legs, bring up his feet again. Then you want to get out his arms, like that. And flip this piece up, and that's fairly standard. On most Transformers, that's a fairly standard transformation. For cars and even some tank Transformers I've owned, that's a fairly standard transformation. Up here's where it's getting really cool. First off, the instructions say you just push this gun into this red piece and it'll automatically flip down, but to do it, you really have to pull this down and then push the gun forward. Then push it up, and then that'll flip down the chest piece and get his arms into the proper position. I think that is a really, really cool bit of transformation right there. Really awesome. I saw a video review on it, and that really sold me on this figure. I liked him anyway, but that really just, sold me. Pretty good posability. He's got ball-jointed shoulders. I should point out, you want to hold this gun in when you're posing it, because if you don't, turning it too fast will activate the automorph gimmick. I don't understand why they didn't fix that with the Bludgeon repaint that they did of this guy, but oh well, nothing you can do about it. Unless you disable the automorph, and then his cool transformation won't occur anymore. But anyway, he does have double-jointed elbows, just due to the transformation. Wrists do turn a little bit, not too much. He does have a ball-jointed head. Well, it can go 360. I thought it couldn't. It is staring down a little, and I do consider that a flaw in the figure, but it's okay. Once you get it, it really doesn't bother you too much. He's got ball-jointed hips, the knees bend, forward and back, just due to the transformation, and that is about it. Oh, and his feet are on very limited ball joints. Now for his weapons that we pulled off earlier. These two things, they are swords. There's a little switch back here. If you just pull it back, these nice red translucent clear plastic blades will pop out, which I think are really, really cool. I always like the fact that amid all the ridiculous guns of the Decepticons, he had blades. I thought that was really cool, and that was something they reflected in the bio, which I thought was kind of cool. You can combine them, and then if you push hard on his wheel, he will have a little saw type gimmick if you just rotate them around like that. You can also, you can get it off You can also split them, and there's some little holes under his arms so he can look like that, which I think is pretty neat. Also, something I haven't seen in any review is that his hands are actually molded specifically to hold these things, and they do kind of have a little extension on them, so it kind of looks like a gun. Not really. More than likely, you're going to want to have them under his arms. For size comparison, here's next to another military bot, Brawl. I think they look really good together. So you can see about an average deluxe size. But yeah, just a really, really cool figure. I would buy the Bludgeon repaint if you didn't get this guy the first time. If you got Wreckage, Bludgeon's not really worth it. He is cool, but I think the original is better than the repaint, to be honest with you. But if you can't get the original for a decent price, definitely get the Bludgeon repaint, because this guy is just cool. Thanks for watching, happy holidays, and please subscribe.